Pastor Theatis, sis, please sit down. Sit down, sis. Sit, sis. Sit down. Don't say shit. Don't run your mouth because you do that a lot. I don't want you to open your mouth and say motherfucking thing. I want you to sit down, sis. Me and you gotta have a discussion. Woman to woman, girl to girl, sissy to sissy, punk to punk. Me and you need to talk because Theatis, I promise you, you are nothing more than a sissy in Claret's clothing. Like, to anybody that follows your church, to anybody that follows your logic, to anybody that goes to your church, there has to be something morally wrong with them. Like, they have to have a real crooked walk with God to follow any of your doctrines or anything it is that you have to talk about. Like, I don't understand how it got into this point with you and K Michelle over some business that had absolutely nothing to do with you. It wasn't your house that she destroyed. You didn't rent her no house. I don't understand why you have such a wild hair up your ass for K Michelle, but then again, I do because you's a punk. You's a punk. Only a real fuck nigga and a punk will sit around and argue with another woman the way that you do. You all up in the restaurant down to Memphis, cussing this girl out, calling her all kind of bitches and hoes and sluts, and it's like, what does your congregation have to say about this? Like, where are they at? Why haven't they voted you out yet? Because you're nobody's pastor, you're nobody's elder, you're nobody's bishop. Like, it's like you're a sissy in cleric's clothing. You are a sissy. You are a pump faggot ass, dick in the booty ass nigga. I really believe you're a bottom. With the way that you go off on women and the way that you was going off on K Michelle, don't no real ass, grown ass, rusty ass man sat there and just and cuss out a fucking female the way that you do. You talked a whole bunch of shit about the LGBTQ community. I don't know why the fuck for, because you are one of us. You know, you're constantly going in on K Michelle, talk about a pussy stank, this, that, and this. Like, and girl, how would you know? How would you know? Where your wife at? I don't ever hear you talk about your wife. I don't ever hear you talk about your kids. Like, I mean, who raised you? What pussy did you crawl out from? And why haven't anybody that knows you personally got on your ass about this representation, false representation, that you running around out here doing, Theatis? Like, I don't get it. For those of y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, there was a incident that happened between him and K Michelle. K Michelle ran into him at a seafood restaurant, I think it was, down to the Memphis somewhere, and K Michelle went the fuck off on him. Listen, I don't have nothing bad to say about K Michelle because K Michelle has been K Michelle since 2011, 2012, when we first saw her on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's how K Michelle is. Excuse me, she wears her emotions and her heart on her sleeve, and she speaks her goddamn mind. That's why I fell in love with K Michelle, because I'm the same exact way. Bitch, I speak my motherfucking mind. Hold on, girl. Sounded like somebody was pulling up, y'all. I thought it was a piece of meat coming. But yeah, that's how K Michelle is. K Michelle has always been this way. So I'm not surprised about K Michelle going off and letting have on that damn man. And then K Michelle, I don't know who that man, that boy that was with you was, but he certainly as fuck won't no real nigga. Because if he was a real nigga, he would have damn sure floored the addest old punk pussy ass for coming at you the way that he was coming at you. Not to mention, I don't know what all the other men was doing down there to the restaurant, because they should have been the first ones that got on his ass about coming at a goddamn woman like that, and you supposed to be a man of the cloth. Like, the ad is like what pussy did you crawl out of? Who raised you? And why haven't anybody in your family, any of your friends, or anybody that deals with you on a personal level, why haven't they dug in your fuck ass? Like, maybe I'm the one that has to get up here and call out these fake ass Christians or something, because ain't nobody else obviously doing it. Like, I don't understand how this man who's supposed to be a pastor is constantly getting away with this fuck boy shit that he got going on. And then listen, I'm the first one to tell you, I never hold pastors up on a real high pedestal, but you have to have some type of respect and dignity about yourself somewhere. If you're running around here calling yourself a pastor, a bishop, an elder, a preacher, a teacher of the gospel, anything like that, you know, nobody is gonna live out the Bible. Nobody can do that but Jesus Christ himself. Ain't none of our ass is perfect, okay? I'm not asking this man to go out here and walk on water, but what I am asking this man to do is have some social responsibility and have some respect for the type of position and role that you play. Like, I really would love to know what his congregation thinks about this shit, and why are they even still going to his church with you running around here roasting people the way that you do. Now, don't get me wrong, I know some pastors that cuss, but at least they have enough decency to do that shit in the privacy of their own home and around people that they done grew up with and that they have known even before they got up into the clergy. You just get up here and just say whatever the flying fuck you want to say up out of your mouth, and then you get mad and upset when somebody check you for it. But see, I guarantee you not out here doing this to real men. I refuse to believe that you are out here going in and letting have on a man the way that you're going off and letting have on K. Michelle. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. And nobody can make me believe that shit. Cause you's a sissy, sis. Like the way you was cussing her out, calling her all kind of bitches and hoes and a pussy stank, and that's that faggoty punk sissy shit that faggots do. But you constantly want to sit out here and call these other real ass men sweets and gays and this and that and the third. But what is you, sis? What is you? I don't get it. Like, I don't, like, that shit really pissed me off. Like, yo, how is he ahead of a church? How is he ahead over people? How can he counsel and console lost people when he's obviously lost himself? You not even living in your damn truth. So how can you sit here and try to go off and go in and let have on somebody else over business that ain't even yours? It won't your house that she fucked up. It won't your house that she didn't pay for. So why is you so heavily invested in this shit? You's a clout chaser. That's all that is. You's a clout chaser and you want people to talk about you. Well, I'm going to talk about you bad. I'm going to talk about you bad because you's a faggot. You's a faggot. And I really hope you do see this video. And you can make a video about me, bitch, because I'm not K. Michelle. We both got dicks between our legs. And I have a best friend that live out Memphis. So it's nothing for me to come up there and flow your goddamn ass like her goddamn friend should have did. He should have football tackled your big ass for the way that you was sitting there coming off at that goddamn woman. And then and another thing, while I got your ass on the line, who the flying hell are you to put out a fucking video of a child being molested, talking about you put it out there to find out who the child was and to put it out there that this was going on? Are you kidding me? Because a real human being who really has some sense of dignity and self-respect or respect, period, about themselves would have turned that shit over to the police and let the police handle that shit. Why would you further, like, it's bad enough that that shit was happening to that child, but now he has to deal with a fuck nigga like you putting it all out over social media, making the situation worse than what the flying fuck it already is. Clout chaser, because that's all the fuck you with. Ooh, I cannot wait to go down to Memphis. I hope I run into you, because I will be the one I will take your knees out. As soon as the fuck I see you, it will be on sight. Because I hate men like you. You are the exact reason of what is wrong with the church today. Why people are turning away from the church. And why people feel like they just don't need church in their life. You are the cause of this shit. You and people like you, Kim Burrell, Joshua Holmes, Jerome Bryant. Y'all are what's wrong with the church today. Because you preach one thing and then you do another. That's that hypocrite shit. But you a hypocrite of the worst kind because you's a faggot. You's a faggot ass fuck boy. I can't wait to run into you, sis. I can't wait to run into you. I can't wait to run into you. I can't. I can't. And I want you to make a video with me. I do. I do. Please give me a reason to come down there. I want you to. Anybody that follows him and y'all should see this shit, please tag his ass in it. Theatis, sis, girl. Theatis. I'm going to call you Tamala from now on because this is exactly what you acting like. Tamala, Tammy. A bitch. A bitch. Can't stand no fuck niggas. Anyway, girl, that's all I got to say about that shit. I ain't got nothing else to say about him. I could ride to his pussy all goddamn day, all goddamn night, but I ain't. He ain't worth it. He really not. He not worth it. Like I'm gonna let God handle him the day he dropped dead, and I hope I still be alive when he does, and I can find out where he's buried at, so I can piss and jack off on his goddamn grave. You fuck nigga, girl. Shout out to K Michelle. Anybody want to buy heart? This was her second album. Maybe I should call. Yes, God. This was my goddamn song, bitch. Shout out to K Michelle. K Michelle, and this to you, K Michelle. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga and fuck whatever the flying hell he got to say about you. Girl, find something else to do. Carry your ass to the goddamn studio, girl. Put out another goddamn album. But don't waste your time going back and forth with this faggot ass man, girl. You got too much going on. You need to be in the studio making your music. Not running around here dealing with this fuck shit here. Let him find some fuck niggas to go argue with. You get your ass back into the studio. You need to pay that lady what the fuck you owe her, though. You need to pay that lady what the fuck you owe her. Get your ass in the studio. Give us another goddamn banger. Go on some tours. Get yourself together, K Michelle. Get yourself together, because I've always rooted for you. Since the first season of Love and Hip Hop, I rooted for you and I want you to make it, and I still do. But you running around here constantly clapping back on people who got something to say about you. Don't do that shit. That's that Cardi B shit. Don't do that shit. You too old for that. And you too seasoned in the music industry for that shit. Put your angst and your pain in your music, girl. That's my grown lady womanly advice to you. But girl, I'm about to get off of here. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this fuck shit that's going on around here. And I guess I'm finna fix me one more drink for the night, girl. Fix me one more drink for the night, and then I'ma call it a night. And I am gonna do games people play. I'm gonna give y'all that shit tomorrow because I'm off. Well, I'm on call tomorrow, so hopefully, if I ain't get called in, I'm gonna rewatch games people play, and I'm gonna give y'all that video for that shit. And I'm going to holler at y'all later, girl. Remember to like, comment, share, most importantly, subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so y'all can be in the know of any future content that I got coming up. I don't want y'all to miss anything. Thank you all again for getting me up to over 500 subscribers. I really fucks with my T-subs. I fucks with y'all a lot. Thank y'all very much for all of y'all kind words and words of encouragement that all of y'all give me. It is greatly appreciated. And if I haven't thanked y'all for that, I'm thanking y'all now. I really appreciate y'all for that. But all right, Gert, I'm gonna holler at you later. Bye.